Welcome back to Techno 99 Technobabylon. Terrible Detective is now on her way this way. And we're just gonna leave automatically. Magic! We're on the road! Wow, we can go lots of places actually. And I'm gonna head to the crime scene. This is where I want to go, right? Yep, this is Nice and Lady's Pharmaceutical Laboratories. And here's Nice and Lady herself.
That's a lot of green.
You don't like
Excuse
green?
me.
Great, they finally sent someone. You here to get the body out?
Maybe. I'm Max Lau, cell case specialist.
No kidding. I'm the lab director, Dr. Zvidzai Chigwa. Make it quick, I'm busy.
Oh, sure, okay.
Can you tell me what happened?
Baxter got killed.
In any more detail?
When we started this afternoon, a whole lot of samples had been tampered with. We tried to call Baxter to find out what the hell was going on in the specimen bank.
And he didn't answer.
He didn't. Turned out the door to the specimen bank was locked too.
You haven't seen the body?
No, not in person, if that's what you mean. We got the camera feed online, but it was obvious that Baxter wasn't going to be coming out.
When did you last see him?
Guess it could have been Wednesday?
So he could have been killed any time in the past 3 days?
I guess, but it wouldn't fit with everything else.
Well...
You've got a keen mind. What's your take on this?
Hey, I'm not the detective, young lady. You know what I think? I think Regis did what they ought to have done 20 years ago.
Why do you say that?
Seems logical. We've got him coming into the labs on security, then we got him coming out an hour later. When we get here, we've got Baxter's corpse contaminating the specimen bank.
Anything else?
Well, something strange. Since we got in, we keep finding samples that have been tampered with. Looks like he spent his hour here messing up the genomes of our specimens.
That quickly?
If anyone was good enough to do it that fast, it'd be Charlie.
Very well.
You knew Regis as well.
Yeah, I was on a research team with him and his wife back in the 60s. Baxter, too.
You've apparently known him a long time. Does this seem like something Regis would do?
Oh, after what he did to Vicky, I'd have strangled Baxter too. I tell you, if he did do it, I wouldn't blame him one bit.
Do you think he did it, though?
I don't know. He was always kinda shady.
Tell me about it.
They made him do some real awful stuff out in the hot zones.
Such as...
Let's just say his escape led to a whole lot of people being jailed for war crimes.
Interesting.
Why didn't the facility's CI detect Baxter's vitals suddenly failing? It's a potentially hazardous environment in here.
We were wondering that as well. This afternoon we noticed the monitoring system in the sample lab was in recursion. All hell broke loose when the CI suddenly realized what had happened.
So either you've got a technical fault with the software or wetware interfacing,
Which is unlikely given how much they cost.
or someone breached the security systems to cover Baxter's murder. That gives me more hope. Regis would have no idea how to do that.
Alright, I'm gonna talk about this person.
So you worked with Regis and his wife, as well as Baxter. Did you also work for Dr. Vargas?
That Papa's ass? Yeah, I worked for him.
You don't care for him.
He was a competent researcher, but he lives for politics. Everything was always about making the world a better place.
And you don't think it should be better?
It's a nice idea, just not realistic. And what we ended up making, it was... Actually, never mind.
You know, she would really hate Judy from Zootopia. Just saying.
What's the purpose of this lab? Plant studies?
Yes and no. It's a TP lab, telepresence. There's a lot of research that's not exactly legal in some countries.
But in Newton, pretty much anything goes.
Exactly. If someone in the EU needs research done on something hazardous, infectious, or endangered, they send the orders here and we carry out the testing.
What sort of research?
Mostly we make new angiosperms from scratch. That's flowering plants to you.
Gee, thanks. Why would people want new flowers?
Sometimes it's a drug delivery method. The earliest commercial examples were fruit that grew packed with insulin. A lot of new wetware begins its life as engineered fruit too.
Must be awkward if they cross-pollinate in the wild.
And a legal headache. Part of our job is making sure the copy protection works.
Copy protection in plants? Ouch.
Okay.
You seem preoccupied.
That obvious, huh? We found a couple of specimens that Regis tampered with in his hour here. So I gotta run through the catalog and dig out the backups.
Sounds straightforward.
Not when there's 11,000 samples to take. Oh, I could punch Regis for this. Though, I want to shake his hand for Baxter so it kinda evens out.
Okay.
What's been done to the samples?
He's used a customized viral vector to add huge amounts of junk DNA to their genomes. These are the last two I found, Medioflorens interensis and Linacia lawsonis.
May I have a look?
Do you think it'll help?
Just a hunch.
Okay.
Huh. Non-binary. Quaternary data string?
What do you mean?
My wetware systems are interpreting the genomes of these plants as sections of an audio file. He's used the DNA to store information.
You think so?
It's incomplete. The two samples only make up a third of the data, but M and L, my initials? This can't be a coincidence. He's left a message.
What does it say?
Not sure yet. I could probably construct the whole message if I can find where he's hidden the rest of it.
Safe to say it's in the other plants he's engineered. Here, take this. You can sample DNA from the plants around the lab. If you run out of sampling cartridges, you can reload it at this console.
Thanks. How long would it take to sample everything in the lab?
Only a couple of years. We have over 11,000 subjects. You're better off looking for specimens that would fill the gaps in the clue he left.
I'd like that, please.
I wonder why Regis
Oh, this is not...
inside the DNA
whatever.
of these plants.
DNA's been used as a data storage medium before. Rather than on-off binary, DNA would be quaternary bits. Adenine, guanine, thymine, and cytosine. If he just left a message on one of the systems, though, or even on paper.
Then someone could have destroyed or erased it. Short of burning down the entire lab, they'd have no way to be sure they destroyed a message hidden like this.
Especially since he scrambled so many of the other samples as camouflage.
He needs to make sure it's found, and based on the layout, he wants me to find it.
Alrighty.
Have you found anything else with added genetic data?
As a matter of fact, I have. There was a batch of Orchidaceae isotria in the growth lab, and...
And?
Can't remember exactly which specimen the other was. I do remember that it had yellow flowers, spiny toxic leaves, and very, very small fruit.
That's what you need to know.
Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to work.
Alright. So we need to figure out which those plants are. I'm debating if I want to save or not, because there is an achievement if you do this right. I will double check really quick. Huh. Well, there's one way we can do this. We are gonna leave really quickly. There's a different achievement I just realized we can do. Alright, so I'm gonna make a quick detour back to cell headquarters. Let me see what's on the desk right here. No? Regis' desk.
Sorry, Regis.
Yeah, we got a photograph right there. That's what we need to take. Because, well, I didn't get to show you the photograph. We're gonna... Unless I can... No, I can't look at the fast travel scene. I'm gonna head back to the crime scene, and then I will show you why I wanted this picture. Yes, yes, yes. If you look at it...
A physical photograph. The team. February 2067.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
Regis is probably the only person I know who'd want his picture on paper. I guess defacing a digital one just isn't the same.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if we can look at these without sampling, preferably. Alright. So, oh, good grief, I don't remember what she said. It was like yellow flower, really small fruit, spiny toxic leaves. Let's see what we can see in here. Red plants. Blue. Yellow. What's this? I can't tell if that's tiny. That doesn't look tiny enough. I'm gonna see if we can get into the airlock. Nope.
Warning. Security clearance not valid for access to Growth Lab. Vickerman Pharmaceuticals thanks you for your cooperation.
I don't thank you for my cooperation. Anyway, so now we know that, we need to go talk to Dr. Nyson lady and see if we can get access.
Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy.
Yes.
I can't get into the airlock.
The airlock and the growth lab are secure areas. We grow potentially hazardous organisms beyond those doors.
I'm trying to conduct an investigation here. Don't make me get a warrant from Central.
I'm sorry, Central would likely agree with us. We can't just give anyone access to the growth lab.
Not even a cell agent?
I'd need a pretty damn good reason.
Okay.
Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll excuse me.
Well, we're gonna immediately show you this photo, Dr. Nyson lady.
What do you think of this?
Oh my. Is that? Goodness, it seems like such a long time ago. The project was just starting and we were all so buoyant, so keen.
I've never seen Regis looking this happy before.
He was a different man before he lost Vicky. He's always been a good one, though. I still can't quite believe he'd have done this.
And if you don't help me, Central's going to hunt him down. Please, Dr. Chigwa, I need to get into the growth lab as part of my investigation.
All right, then. I don't know if you'll find anything significant in there. If it helps clear Charlie, though, there. I've added you to the access list.
Perfect. That's a guilt trip. There's an alternative way to get in there, though. That does not involve using this achievement path. I'm gonna save real quickly. If you get in using your wetware to hack into the system, that's one way to bypass doing this. Right. So. We actually can go this way. Get in the airlock. I'm now getting preoccupied by other achievements we could possibly do. What's in here? I like hunting for achievements.
Looks like a lot of cartridges for the injector.
Oh my gosh. Cancel for now. We're gonna step down here. We have a couple other plants. We got blue plants and red plants. And down this way, we have, as soon as she goes down, another set of yellow plants. And I want to check what these look like. Uh-huh. Well, I would say this is the plant we're looking for. I'm going to save one more time. There we go. I'm going to take a sample of this.
I can't inject that.
What are you talking about?
They're keeping things in here because they're dangerous or unusual. Probably not what I want to be carrying around.
Sure. I wanted the DNA sampler, right. But if we try and leave with that, will it get angry? I risk this getting angry.
I've taken a DNA sample from it.
Cool. Put you away. Now, climb back up here and hope I did this right. Going upstairs. Going upstairs. You have to go all the way back to the DNA sequencer to see if this is right. And hopefully I'm not going to get in trouble for this. Good. Certain things you're not allowed to leave here with. Alright, I'm going to try and see if this is right. Please be right. If not, there's two other yellow plants we can try.
There's some more.
Okay, that's that one.
Thomas trying to explain.
I'm going to need to find where he's hidden the rest of the message before I get any sense out of it.
Definitely. Now, step back inside. We need to get the other plants. one we did already, I think. Can I talk to you?
Hi there.
Only one parent quietly spat on the electric chair.
Oh, fine, never mind.
What happened here?
Georgie promised him blow by blow.
I see. I give up.
The barber envies your good fortune.
Thank you for all your proverbs and other gibberish. I'm gonna talk to Nyson lady and see if you
Better
can
not.
help.
It might tell the lab director.
I want to thank you.
Excuse me, Dr. Chigwa?
Make it quick, I'm busy.
Sure, whatever.
I tried talking to your intern. It wasn't helpful.
Oh, never mind that. He's got aphasia.
Isn't that treatable?
Oh, yes. He just gave it to himself. It's what the kids are into these days.
Crippling neurological disorders?
Yes and no. Maladism, they call it. They give themselves old diseases. It only lasts about a week each time.
And you let him do that?
He's not public-facing, and as long as it doesn't get in the way of his work. I figure we all did things the old folks thought were stupid back when we were kids.
Very well. How do we fix him?
I need to ask Neester about the tampered specimens. How do I cure his aphasia?
Well, you wouldn't really cure it. He doesn't actually have the disease. It's essentially wetware designed to occupy the Wernicke and Broca regions of the brain. This then produces the symptoms of the disease. That's what they're going for.
I can't wait a week for the wetware to break down.
Find a way to break it down early then. If we've got an emergency contamination, we use hydroxypyruvate isomerase. It's an enzyme that instructs the fabricators in wetware to disassemble themselves.
Okay.
Is that all?
For now.
Then if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to work.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and make that compound. Back at the first aid kit in the airlock. Here we go. We can make the right compound.
Looks like a lot of cartridges for the injector.
And I want... Let me double check. Yes, this one. Now, if we can't, we just go give it to him immediately, I believe. Boom. Alright, this should do the trick. Although he won't like it.
I can't not promise to avoid not doing that thing I don't do.
Really? How interesting.
Beached questions, you injector.
Say that again?
Overpass, did you stick me with an injector? Now I'll have to get my aphasia rechecked.
Yeah.
Not cool, man.
Fun. Well, what say
Excuse
you?
me.
Yeah?
Why'd you go and give yourself aphasia?
Not just that. There are loads of syndromes. It's maladism, man.
Aren't diseases like that dangerous, though?
It's not permanent, man. We ain't stupid. Wetware nodes in the body create the symptoms of things we want, which you went and broke. Gee, thanks.
Sorry about that. In any case, they're temporary then.
Exactly.
So,
I still don't get it. What's the hook for maladism?
Man, you old folk never get things like MD.
Old?
Most of these syndromes are diseases that are completely curable. They just don't happen anymore. Society says no.
So it's countercultural? An act of rebellion?
Exactly. Diseases like that make the establishment uncomfortable. They don't want it to be a part of their society. But we show them they can't ever get rid of it completely.
You're rubbing their faces in it then.
And in another way, it's kinda retro. Illnesses like that are what shape society. A Black Death made Europe what it is.
Gotta appreciate the classics.
For a lot of us, it's also about who's hardest. Posers go for little things like botulism or influenza. But you know someone's got real nose on them if they can stand a month with HIV.
okay.
Dr. Chigwa tells me that some of the specimens have been tampered.
Oh yeah, I found one of those. Man, couldn't they have just killed the guy without messing up my work?
I need to find it. Which specimen was it?
Oh, a Corsae Brasilia. When I found it, I just thought Baxter was nuking it up again.
What did you do with it?
I just sent it back to the specimen lab. Should be there in the sample store.
Thank you.
Alright, I'll let you get back to your job.
Uh-huh. Whatever.
Whatever. That's the seed bank. Let's just go in here for no reason. Actually, there is a reason. That's where the crime happened.
Oh god, what a mess.
I guess we should examine it.
Nothing unusual found on the body, Central. Estimation on time of death?
The climate control in the specimen lab is compromising your sensors. Ambient temperature is just above freezing.
Fun.
Update, Central.
What is the situation, Dr. Lau?
Dr. Baxter is certainly dead. He's been decapitated, and not cleanly either.
His head has been removed.
More like destroyed. At a glance, this would be the most likely cause of death.
What is your estimation of the incident, Dr. Lau?
There's too much we can't say for sure. We don't know precisely when Baxter was murdered. We can't even be sure that this was the cause of death.
That is a fair assessment. A clearer picture will no doubt follow the autopsy.
Don't send in anyone yet. I still need to carry out a preliminary.
I understand. Continue your investigation of events surrounding the incident.
Understood. Lau out. I hope I can find something to get Regis off the hook.
I hope you can't. No, I'm kidding. Let's see what we can do. We can take a look at the stuff in the seed bank. I am going to choose to ignore for now. I think. It's empty. Wait a minute. I'm going to look here, and I'm going to see... Oh, right, because he mentioned the thing. The X thing. This, right? This. I want this. Come on. Thank you.
The biohazard trefoil on these isn't encouraging.
Okay. I'm going to put this in the sampler.
It won't take a DNA sample from the growth matrix. Maybe it needs a bigger specimen?
A bigger specimen than this?
What is this stuff? Better trans up some data on it.
Well, the only known samples of blah 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 blah. Yes, whatever. I'm gonna leave. Cool. So we're gonna step right back into the big chamber with all the plants this direction. And do something. What are we gonna do? You're gonna find out. Because we're such a terrible detective, I'm gonna make you wait. It's really quite simple, actually. All we have to do is poke at this!
Oops.
And now the pipes are going cray-cray. I'm gonna go back this way. And we're gonna go tell drug dealer dude about is it drug maybe drug dealer dude's not the right nickname. Disease hoarder, how about that? Disease hoarder.
Yeah.
Listen, we have a problem.
Hey, the pipes in the growth lab are leaking.
Nah, you'll get again? Better go fix it before Chico starts yelping.
Alright. And we're gonna follow him this way into the growth lab. And he's fixing his thing right there. Doobity-doop-doo. I'm gonna take the ladder down. Going down. Okay. What's in here?
Hey, this one's empty.
Cool. Can I just throw you in?
There, I've planted the growth matrix. Let's hope I got Mom's green fingers.
Cool. I don't think we're supposed to do anything else. Yet. I'm gonna see if I can just climb the ladder and come back down and it's magically fixed it. I might need to leave the area. Because we were actually supposed to do this before we called Nestor in here. I did things slightly out of order, but no matter. We can take the DNA sample from this. Excellent.
I've taken a DNA sample from it. I hope it doesn't grow in my pocket.
One can hope. Now, if we try and leave with it, the system's gonna get all angry that we are stealing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take the sample we got of that, and I'm gonna leave it in his toolbox, because this guy does have clearance to come and go as he please, and take whatever the heck he wants.
You better not lose it.
Cool. And eventually, once he gets done there, he's gonna leave. Ta-da. And now we can leave. Perfect. Now, nothing should go wrong, and nothing did go wrong. Now we can go ahead and take it from here. Perfect. And now the DNA sampler in tow. We can take it. That's not it. No. Put it back. Do this. And it's gonna do its sampling this.
Yes!
According to this, he's been dead for only 2. Well, case. Good luck.
I'm going to need to find where he's hidden the rest of the message before I get any sense out of it.
Okay. We're missing one. Which one? Did that. We missed one of the plants, and I didn't see which one we missed. Aha! I figured it out. I know where we missed it. Back in this area. We did not take one of the things we needed from the big, massive thing of plant seeds. So, we're gonna come back to this console. And we're gonna look for the thing that she said, but I paid more attention to what the second thing was. I want... Yes, Acronia Brasilia. Whatever. Okay. And I would like to take a sample of it, please.
I've taken a DNA sample from it.
Perfect. Put you away. And I'm gonna go put this over here. There we go. We're working on it. Going through there. And this should be the last thing. Good thing too, because we're almost out of time. There you go. In fact, maybe this was not such a good idea to do this now.
It worked.
According to this, he's been dead for only 2. Well, case. Good luck.
Okay.
I'm going to need to find where he's hidden the rest of the message before I get any sense out of it.
Oh, that's actually good. You can ponder about what we missed, and I think you figure out what we missed. And then, next time on Techno 99 Technobabylon, we are going to finish assembling Dr. Regis's message. See you guys then.